There's a pool, a dock, and palm trees in our yard. Welcome to Miami.
We brought our whole crew down for the week for the Sell It Like Serhant conference, and we rented this $5 million house for the week. You know we couldn't go soft on the digs. We're gonna have to give you a tour. So this house is 3,600 square feet. It's got 6 bedrooms, 6.5 baths. One of the coolest things about this is, you know, we had to go hard for the conference is the pool. And this has got a jacuzzi in it. And one of those sickest things I love about this place is that it's got a boat pull up here. If you can see right here across the way, there is a yacht. But we're gonna give a really quick tour because we're about to go to a networking event, which is the whole reason why we came down here, is to be better brokers and go to the Sell It Like Serhant conference. But let's go see this house, dude. This place is amazing. We wanted to get a big layout for the team where we could play games, drink in the pool, and this has got an awesome separate layout where it's got a full, really cool kitchen. And what I love the most is like this poured concrete, which is super sick. I can hear Mallory in here having a good time right now, but so the living room is amazing because it just has all of these open doors that spread open to open everyone. Here's the crew. Everyone's waiting for me to get done doing this so we can go to this broker party. Say hi. Say hi to the YouTubes. So we're gonna run and gun this one real quick, but it's got this awesome layout, which is the best part, and you get this south-facing light, which the sunset is super cool. And it's got separate quarters for everyone, which I love. Like your apartment's over here, right? Yeah? Zach's got his own apartment? Zach's got his own. Okay, let's go. Oh, Zachary boy! So also in the house where Skylar and Zach are staying in the quarters, you cleaned all up. You cleaned up. So over here, we have a duplex apartment where Skylar and Zach are staying. Did you guys make your beds? Yes. Should we see them? Let's see them real quick, come on. All right, so up here, what do you have, 2 bedrooms? Yes, Dad. Oh, this is the partition one. So this is nice, dude. Come on in. Dude, they got good sized beds, it's cool in here. So this is nice. This just pulls off into your own room. Yeah. Very nice. Skylar didn't get the bed making memo. Sorry, all right, Skylar. Sorry, Dad. All right, let's go down and see Zach's apartment. This whole layout's awesome because it's like this little compound, and I'm glad we got this space for everyone to hang out. And that's a good thing about what we were doing for the team, is also just to get more camaraderie, because, you know, hanging out with everyone, they all bust their ass, and so it's good to just go drink. So now we'll go check out the other side of the house. This layout's really cool because you have like 3 wings. You have a family, or like the great room and the family room in the middle, which you saw for entertaining. And then you have the sleeping quarters on both sides, which are amazing. We're gonna go check out the other side now. This house is sick, dude. Back here behind us, Lucia's got her own bedroom, which is really awesome. Somebody's been drinking at the pool already. But this awesome, because these are 2 queen-size beds. This house is called Tulum on the Water. If you're coming to Miami, you have to check this house out because it's amazing. So let's go back out here and we'll go check out the main quarters of Mom and Dad's room. That's what everyone on the team calls this. So this is also one of the coolest things, is like this amazing focal point. So when you walk in, you have these steel gates that just open up, and then everyone can start partying. You got to swing back here, because what's a party house without a swing, right? I mean, hey girl, hey. All right, well, we're gonna run and get this because our Ubers are coming soon. So back here, this is really, really cool. We'll get Skylar over here. This is tight quarters. You have 3 more bedrooms, 1 back here, which is a great size room. This is where Lance is staying. Tulum on the Water is great because they also thought that everyone wants some downtime, and they have these big full-size TVs in here, which is nice because you don't always want to be chit-chatting the whole time, right? I mean, I don't. I definitely went into my room and hung out for a little bit earlier this morning. And then this is where we're staying, which is the primary suite, which is huge. You have these full doors that open up onto this little balcony. that get this. Oh, I swear, you're thinking I work in real estate, I would know how to open a door, which is awesome. So we were having coffee out here this morning, but this house is awesome. I can't wait to hang out here for a few more days. And I'm really excited about the conference. Everyone's here to learn about a bunch of stuff. I'll give you more details on that, and I'll actually give you a full, honest review. But we gotta go. It's time to go drink. So one of the cool things we're doing while we're down here is going to a release party of one of the new rental projects of Serhant New Development, and there's going to be a bunch of agents here because they just opened in Florida. So we're going to be networking, which I'm excited to learn people from all the South Florida market, and it'll be cool.
Yeah, we'll check out the building and then go to the grocery store and get snacks.
Got to make sure Skylar stays somewhat sober. Would you say, Skylar? No, Skylar says no, thank you. Drinks on deck. Let's go have fun. Let's go network. After you.
As I'm over the ledge here looking down, I can kind of see one of the first jobs I ever had where I made money was in Miami. Holding cell phones for AT&T and they would take photos of my hands, and I was hand modeling for $150 an hour. And that was not that long ago. And it happened like right over here. And to think that we're here today and we've now opened and our company is in South Florida, and now we're here with the Kushners launching 152 units in Wynwood, and you're all here is like a wild thing. And we would not be here without all of you. So we have a big weekend for Serhant. Meeting all the way through Saturday. We're here taking over the entire city.
All right, so here's a perfect example of why we come to these events and network. These are agents that we know really well, and they are looking for capital to JV a new development project in where?
Arizona.
In Arizona. And so just a high overview, what is it? 8 luxury houses?
8 luxury new development homes on large lots and a great location.
Look at that. We were here for 10 minutes, and we're going to be working on a project. Get your ass to a conference. Did you guys go to the casino last night?
You want to see what we went?
We're taking the team out to sushi now, and ultimately the reason why you do these is to take away a nugget. And this conference is about building your brand, right? And so the keynote people had a lot of good things, a lot of action items that you could probably implement. And so we're going to ask the team one thing that they can do to implement their business. And we got sushi mics. So Mallory Bogard, what is one thing that you learned at the conference that you're going to implement in your business?
So I really loved all the guest speakers, and I was really inspired by their stories. And as I embark on my own public speaking journey starting in 2 weeks, I made a lot of notes, and I took away like my favorite points that I'm excited to incorporate into my own speaking, and making the stuff that I'm going to say is going to be a little bit more vulnerable than it was before, and very story driven. So
you didn't take anything away from building your brand, but you learned
that is brand building, because I'm going to be speaking to other people and increasing.
You're hearing it here live, folks. Mallory Bogard is now a professional keynote speaker.
No, but it's good for brand building because then we can leverage it. Because
Amen.
then I'm going to be
good job, Boo.
A professional that other people like to listen to.
Next up, John Morrison.
All right, guys. Today we're here at the wonderful Moshi Moshi.
What is one thing you learned that you're going to implement?
One thing I learned that I am going to immediately implement on a serious note is I have been reluctant to use social media, but understanding the importance and the consistency and what it can drive for your business, implementing it is now a necessity that I shall focus on in the near future when I get back to my home city of New York. John Morrison, real estate agent, signing off.
So my big takeaway from the seminar was the power of cold outreach on social media platforms. I always kind of thought those were something that was really more as kind of just building brand awareness, but one of the key speakers really talked about how it's a great platform, especially LinkedIn, to reach out to people in a various amount of industries to just expand my network and my brand awareness. So I'm excited to take his advice and do 30 new connections a day and see where it takes me.
Ooh, nice. Lance Gillette, we're gonna update you. Action item is slay it on LinkedIn, which is actually a really cool thing they talked about. Next up, Katie Hirsch. What did you learn from what is one thing you're going to implement in your business?
Yeah, well, I think definitely focusing on the social media piece, but like authentic social media, so people just can really get to know me more. I think looking on my page now, I have like the just listeds and the just solds, and that's not really connecting clients to me and unveiling who I am. So I think really diving into who I am more, getting more authentic content out there, and just driving more connections so I can connect with more people.
That's a good one, Katie Hirsch. Being more authentic, because listen, ultimately your social media is your business card. It tells people what you do, but it should also tell people who you are. And so Katie Hirsch is going to be not only a badass real estate agent, but she's going to be more Katie Hirsch, it sounds like. Next up, Lucia Cousins, aka Luch. What's one thing you're going to implement in your business from this conference?
One of the takeaways I had was, and it was a pretty simple idea, start before you're ready.
Yeah.
And I think going to any of these seminars, but especially the Serhant seminar, it just is that kickstart to do things that you should be doing already, and don't wait till it's perfect. Just start doing it.
This is great, because this is what I tell people all the time when other real estate agents reach out to me. I always tell them, you don't get really good and then start. You start and then you get really good. So next up, we have Zachary Brink.
One of the biggest takeaways that I got from this conference was when Ryan was talking, and he was speaking on the mindset of buyers now and how they'll be acting in the next 12 to 24 months. And it's kind of like they're going to wait for something better, but it's not necessarily going to get better. So if you look at interest rates now, they're waiting for them to drop, and then in a year they might still be waiting for them to drop lower. So you might as well act on it now, because it's going to be very similar regardless of what happens.
Prices go up.
Is that all right?
Yesterday's price is not today's price.
Yeah.
Okay, I have one.
Oh, we got a second coming in hot.
One note is that not to make things perfect, because I get caught up in my own head about this too, especially content, but really anything, like doing postcard campaigns and everything, and I get so wound up about making everything so on brand and perfect that we don't end up doing it. And so I think we need to do more and stop trying to make everything 100.
If you're in marketing, this is what I say, as you get busier, you will understand two things. Number one, done is better than perfect. Number two, more is better than perfect.
And especially content is better than perfect.
Amen.
And then one more thing is just setting expectations as we go into the next year and a half, because it may be a tough next year and a half. And every listing that we get, every buyer we get, setting their expectations from the first conversation is going to be key to keeping people happy and not disappointed as we move forward.
Amen. So I took a few here, and from each one, so I wanted to highlight a few that I took away from some of the speakers. Like Jess King is, one big thing she said is learn who you are, love who you are, so you can be who you are. And I think that resonates so much with people. Like, people are trying to be a personality online, and they think if I portray to be this person, I will attract that person. And what happens is ultimately you just need to be yourself, accept who you are. Like, you guys have watched our channel, Zach Brink's a total kook, and he embraces it, and people love him for it. And so I think if you're going to be a content and create content about yourself, don't be a fake person, because people will see that. And so that's from Jess King. We'll tag her channel. Another one was from Jen Gottlieb, which I thought was a really good one. When you as a person, if you start comparing yourself to other people in your situation, you don't know where you are in your chapter of becoming a successful person or a different human being. When you're starting on this journey of creating something, you need to put blinders on and focus on the next step of what needs to be done. Because when you look out of everything else and you get in another lane, you ultimately veer off course. It's like driving a car. You need to keep your eyes on the road, because if you're driving and you look out and you're seeing what your neighbor's doing, you're gonna hit something and crash. Stay in your lane. Don't compare. It creates despair. That was a really good one. And we'll end it there, right? There's a couple more I took away, but I think that's the two things that I want to share that you should implement as you're creating things and you're trying to embark on this journey of growing a successful real estate team or as a real estate agent or anything you do in life. Those are two things you should focus on. Guys, thanks for watching the channel. Please subscribe so you can get more of this content about us growing our business. We got to go eat sushi. Peace.